I think what made me change my whole lyric direction, and I just wanted to, I've got a lot of stories to tell. And I feel like with my old music, I was just talking ignorant shit, you feel me? But I've really got some deep stories to tell. So I feel like music is an emotion. I don't know about other people, but when I'm sad, for some reason, I listen to sad music. When I'm turned, I listen to turned music. And I just wanted to make music where a wider audience can feel what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, all my new stuff, there's a lot of things that people can relate to. Like, it's a wide amount of people that deal with mental health, depression. Our generation, my age generation, and that we're the first generation that's had a proper problem with opioid drugs, prescription drugs, over-the-counter drugs. You feel me? Like, it's a real problem. And I've been in that. I've been in the midst of that. So I feel like I just had deep things to talk about. So I felt like it was the time to finally switch up and get in touch with my emotional side a bit more and be a bit more deep. If my music can save people's life, that would just be a bonus to me, you feel me? That would be great. But I feel like music to me is therapeutic. It's like therapy. So I don't really talk too much about my situations or my problems to other people. So the best way for me to get my problems or anything that's going on in my life is through the music. And I feel like that's why I started singing more, because I feel like when you sing, you can really hear someone's pain or where they're coming from. I want people to listen to my music and like be like, damn, like I can hear the pain or the stress in his voice. I can tell like he talking real, you feel me? So yeah, I mean, like I said, music for me is therapy. That's definitely. Outline came about, when I listen back now, it's kind of like a bittersweet when I listen back to it because of the place I was at during the time I recorded it. I was heavily addicted to codeine and promethazine. I think around this time, it was just after my second seizure and I was still sipping. And it was the first time I sat there with my new engineer and producer, and I said, like, I want to get this out. I want to talk how I feel like my life is headed, because I felt like I was heading to a coffin, honestly, you know? So can't remember what came first. I think my producer just got a guitar out. He was playing the guitar and he did the chords, and then the song just kind of went. The first ever thing that came out was the background voices, the oh, that came out. That was just in my head as soon as I heard the chords. And yeah, I mean, I actually think a strong percentage of that track was actually just off the head, from when I was just talking from the heart, you feel me? And then after I went back, tweaked a few things, and then we structured the song together. But it's definitely a deep personal song for me, so it's great to finally get it out since I've been sitting on it for a year, and I think it does got a powerful message. And I hope people can just see the progression where I've come from since that time, and they can see that, you know, you can do it if you put your mind to it, for sure. What helps me not go back to it, because it is easily accessible, and you know, it's people around me still sipping. You know, I know you being a friend, you can't just tell someone stop. It's not easy. It doesn't work like that. You know, I even recall having to because I had to go home after my second seizure, and I had to the doctor had to tell my mum, yo, you can't just throw out his codeine. You need to let him slowly wean off it, because it's dangerous if you just all of a sudden stop it. He could have a heart attack. So it got to the point where my mum was even giving me measurements at night of a certain amount of codeine, you know, and that was hard for her. I think it was just what made me want to do is what made me want to stop is just seeing what it was doing to the people around me that cared about me. And just I finally got something legit going on in my life. I've never had that before, so I didn't want to fuck it up. I wanted to keep what I'm doing, you know. I'm finally getting, you feel me? It's just everything's legit now. So I wanted to keep my head there. I'm good where I'm at right now. I don't have to look over my shoulder no more, worry about the next thing or the next, you know. So yeah, I was mean when I was mean when I was on lean. I'm a much more happier person now, much more vibrant, you know. I'm not as moody. Definitely just a big personality change. I feel like it's bad. I was dependent on it. It just changed my whole character as a whole.